Angela ako, and I'm with Jeric Baltazar, Justine Aliwalas, Buising, and Jade. We are here to tackle about the quiz cramming of MIT students. English 11, May 18 of second quarter 2013-2014. And here is Miggy Lim, our guest, to inform us about it.
So Miggy Lim, how are you doing today?
I'm fine.
So it doesn't seem like you're a bit nervous. Are you nervous?
Not really.
So when was the last time you got a test?
I can't really remember.
Yeah, so we're here today for the topic about cramming. So we have a question for you, like what could be the advantages about quiz cramming to the MIT students? What can you say about that?
Some advantages could be because you're like in a hurry, so probably you have more potential to learn stuff because you force your mind to memorize these things quickly. Like, for example, if you're studying at night, like a day before the quiz, you'll just be relaxed and you'll take it slowly. But if you're in a hurry, like there's like 1 hour until a quiz.
So you're like, so it's like you're saying that you're on a rush most of the time.
Yeah.
When it comes on the specific day, that on the spot
You force your mind to memorize more. I mean, not memorize more, but memorize quicker.
So, aside from memorizing quicker, like, what could be, do you have any positive realizations about this cramming to our class, let's say? Do any plot twists that
I had my times when I really had to quiz cram because there are a lot of plates in school. They assign a lot of plates.
The same thing I do for MA.
They assign a lot of plates, so I'm busy drawing at home, so I don't really have time to read. So I read in the GPN.
So mostly the thing is you're mostly drawing rather than reading.
Yes, because that's my main focus. That's what I want to excel in. So I read in the
How would you compare the results of non-cramming students to the cramming students of MIT?
I would say the results of MIT students who study the night before the quiz would be a little bit higher because they could just easily apply their ability in quiz cramming in their night before the quiz study. Because if actually you have practice, if you have experience with quiz cramming, you'll know how to interact because you read fast like this in quiz cramming, but in the night before the quiz study, you can apply it there and you'll have like 5 hours of studying, so you'll tend to learn more. That's the how about when you're if you're the night before the study in the morning. That's when quiz cramming saves.
But
It is when you wake up in the morning. Can you study in the morning if it's hard to wake up?
You wake up sooner or later, so you'll study then.
So like what you guys said, I'll go back because if you do wake up or like before you sleep. So what is the tendency that what is the tendency when you feel like, of course you're sleeping, you feel like hungry, you feel like studying. What does come in your brain? Do you feel like studying instead, or just going back to bed? Or?
I would prefer studying because it's an important preference of yours.
So for sure, it's for your own good.
Yeah.
You said something about 5 hours being proportional to 1 hour of cramming. You mean 5 hours for the
Like five times when I'm prescribing. Only if you're if you use your ability in prescribing, like you're in a rush. Like if you imagine like in that 5 hours, you're imagining, oh, I only have 1 hour to study, so then you check your time and then it's just 4 hours left. Then you just repeat that. So the benefit of cramming is that you gain that ability faster.
So in order for you to gain it, like just you're just working hard for it. You can go on the spot or something. Because that's your advantage. That's your advantage.
How do you relate critical thinking to
Like what I said before, you tend to think quicker than you actually do. Like it's more critical. Like in a way that when you're studying, I just repeated myself. Like
Yeah, and in a way that you're studying, like
you
like for short, you still get the time even though you're in a hurry.
yeah.
So on the spot, you just make your way. Whenever you pass or fail, at least you try to pass. So that's your point.
how will quiz cramming help the students to build and enhance their skills in critical thinking?
Since you're in Papua, you're supposed to be you're supposed to have the skill of thinking quick. So if you want to think quick, quiz cramming could be a good exercise for you. In a way. So because that, like what I said before, you tend to think more. You tend to think faster than you could actually do when you're in a hurry.
So what do you think are the mental effects of prescribing?
I'd say it has its ups and downs because if you're quiz cramming, you're in this sympathetic.
What do you mostly prefer? Is it do you really get down sometimes, or are you really going up?
Go up because it's studying. I really need it, but in a way
It's for your own good.
yeah.
But how can you sure about your knowledge in prescribing?
For example, for example, this is what I do. For example, give 3 countries in Asia: China, Japan, Philippines, China, Japan, Philippines, China, Japan, Philippines. I try to repeat that as fast as I can, and if I want to, with the 2. China, Japan, Philippines, China, Japan, Philippines. So when I think of that, oh, China, Japan, Philippines.
It's like you're the way you memorize music, the way you also study different.
Yeah, I also apply it
So you
to
give
my
tunes.
grammar.
So what do you prefer? To cram or not?
I would prefer not cramming, but in a way that you're applying your skills in cramming. You're applying your skills in cramming to when you're studying the night before. Like you have these little methods of memorizing, like
So do you have any advice for us?
along the lines of this. Okay. I'd say either way, if you're quiz cramming or not, try to the one thing you should try to avoid the most is our distraction.
So, thank you, Miguel, for your advices for your time.
Thank you very much.
It's an honor to be here. I'm flattered to you too.